Good morning. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Morning Coffee, part of the Provoking Safety channel, where we think, talk, and do safety with the intention of provoking safety at home and in the workplace. The Morning Coffee is my opportunity to touch base with you first thing in the morning and hopefully provoke safety in such a way it'll stick with you throughout the day. Yeah, it's Thursday, September 17th. I wonder if there's anything important today. It's my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, Brennan.
Happy birthday!
You're not old enough to dine at an exclusive menu at an all-American breakfast bistro yet, but anyway, happy birthday. Hope you enjoy the day.
You have a good day.
It's Thursday, and I thought, you know what? Why don't we have a look at some safety tech today? That'd be a cool thing.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, you're reading it right. Robot wear. Who'd have thought? Robot wear. Wearable robotics, boosting worker safety and augmenting things like heavy lifting and gripping and so forth. I'm not going to go through the whole article. It's quite a bit of a read. I'll leave the link below. I'll just gloss over some of the high points and high bits, but it starts off with talking about remembering those back belts way back in the day. We all remember them, right? Saw the folks lifting and they wearing those heavy, big, thick black belts. Sometimes people weren't even wearing them, but I don't know that they really ever caught on. I don't see anybody wearing them anymore. Thanks to microtech and nanotech and just tech in general, they have wearable robotics. And I'll just surf back quickly to the picture. This one here that you see actually enables a worker to be reaching and lifting above his head several times without injuring his shoulders and upper back. And, that's really cool. As far as I'm concerned, anything that reduces injuries to workers is a good thing. They're finding that these devices, that with the proper addition of tech, can also monitor and potentially boost user health. Like anything else, when you increase safety, you boost worker morale, you lower fatigue, you protect workers. Not only that, you reduce insurance costs and you increase the bottom line. Hint, hint, employers. Now, they all have different names: bio-robots, botware, exoskeletons, all sorts of cool stuff. The article goes on to talk about how exoskeletons improve healthcare outcomes for surgeries or accidents as well, and they're using them in the rehab. Now, this one that you saw up top, the Exo Vest, during the pilot project with Ford Motor Company in Dearborn, they found that the Exo Vests reduced workplace injuries by 83% during the trial period. Like, that's phenomenal. Of course, they're going to cost a bit of cash, but when you weigh out lost time, workers' compensation rates, and having to retrain, and all of the soft costs that nobody thinks about, I bet you could pay for a couple of these quite easily. LG has invented some. As I said, you can have a look. One of the other things that's neat is this thing right here. It's the Power Fist, and it's made to enhance a mechanic's grip. Now, all you mechanics out there, I know lots of you have an iron grip, but I've met many who really are losing the function in their hands, or their wrists don't have the strength anymore. Part of it is because of the overexertion. So as people wear out, so do their bodies. But what this thing does is it enables, through all of the gear inside it, for workers to have that much more grip and that much more grip for an extended amount of time. Now, the one downside, of course, is the glove weighs a bit, but there's a 5-pound battery you got to pack on your back as well. But when you don't have to deal with pain or fatigue, or you can work longer throughout the day, like, I'm not saying your workday has to get longer, but you can work longer throughout the day with discomfort, then you know what? It's a good payoff. In a lot of areas, companies have started down the process of making them where it's a policy, a mandatory policy, that these things have to be utilized where required. And that's a good idea. You have to consider that overexertion is still in fact, it's the number one in Alberta, and it's pretty much number one across Canada. It talks about it in the United States in this article. But It's the number one reason for lost time injuries. The article goes further to say that, there's going to be manufacturing jobs and which will lead to, of course, mechanic jobs, etc., where they won't be able to fill them, and they're going to need older workers to be working longer. Hey, win-win. When you get long on the tooth like me, who knows, maybe you can still work for a while longer. You don't want me using a wrench. But anyway, once again, just this line right here talks about the direct costs to employers for overexertion injuries. And this is from lifting, pushing, pulling, holding, carrying, throwing objects, etc. This is basically overexertion injuries. It's a bit higher in the United States, of course, but it's still a big burden to the Canadian economy as well. Neat article. It goes on to talk about how it's used in the armed forces and they're developing for all sorts of different reasons. I encourage you to also look at something they've gotten there also. It's called Guard Hat, which, is a catchy, pretty cool name. I think that's going to catch on as well.
Cool name.
Yeah, cool name. Some of this tech, they're also looking at adding proximity software and proximity devices in that for social distancing in the workplace. Who knows? Because, social distancing might become a part of our vocabulary that's going to stick forever, unfortunately. Once again, happy birthday, Brennan. If you like the content, do me a favor, click that like button below. No, it's right over here. Anyway, click that like button below. And if you didn't like it, go ahead. You can clobber that unlike button, but do me a favor, tell me why. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please do me a favor, click that subscribe button below. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with this past couple of days, but click the subscribe button, ding the bell, and you'll get notified of new content. Until I see you Friday, do me a favor, think safety, talk safety, do safety with the intention of provoking safety at home and in the workplace. Yeah, coffee time. Bye for now.